Hey everybody, how we doing? Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great evening. This is Oliver, and he doesn't wear hats very often. This is my grandson. You guys, many of you may have met him a while back. And we got double echo going, and we're gonna fix that. There we go. No more echo. Say hi to everybody. Wave, Ollie. Wave. Say hi. Yeah, Oliver doesn't wear hats very often. Yeah, you know what? I just thought I would pop in here tonight and wish everybody a happy New Year's and celebrate a little bit of the evening with you before I go back upstairs and join our party. You know what? We got a house full of people upstairs, so it's not fair that I leave them for a long period of time. And yeah, I just thought we would come on. And you know what? Something I haven't done yet here in 2022, because it's actually been a very blessed year for us. Not only do we have this grandson and another grandson, but we had a new addition to the family back in September. On September 5th, his little brother was born, and this is Flynn. This is he looks tired, eh? Thanks, Flynn. Yeah, so you know what? You wonder why Canoehound has a big smile on his face all the time. That's part of the reason, right there, is the fact that these guys make it all worthwhile, right? Oliver, can you say Happy New Year's?
Yes.
Good job. Yes, she said kind of Happy New Year's, right? So I just want to say hi. We got Canadian in the chat there, and Jason in the forest. How you doing, guys? Thanks for popping in. You know what? I knew this is kind of last minute, just popping onto the live stream. I just kind of wanted to try out. Finally got that new camera that everybody's been hearing about, and I just thought I would give that a little test run tonight. And you know what? From what I'm seeing here, if you look at the camera difference, quality is much better. So that's really a cool thing. And yeah, we're just going to be bringing you all some much more, better quality videos here coming into 2023. Vicky, Fear the Tooth. Hey, how guys? How you doing? Good to see you all. Actually, Fear the Tooth is my son-in-law, his dad. And that's kind of cheating. How you doing over there, Max?
Nice.
Yeah, Douglas, how you doing? Good to see you tonight. Happy New Year's to you too as well. You know what? We're just going to be doing this here for a short little bit here. Like I say, we got the party going on upstairs, and want to go up there and just do a little bit of celebrating with everybody. So I hope everybody has been having some. He likes his hat. You want to trade hats with Papa? Okay.
He likes green.
You like the green hat? Because I'm sweating, right? But yeah, you know what? Where was I going with that? Oh, I hope everybody's had a great Christmas holiday. Everybody's been safe and healthy. I know there's been a lot of people around that I've been hearing of that have had this cold or flu, or maybe, that C thing going on. And, that's not fun, especially around the holidays. Like I said, I know of a few people that are not feeling well. And we just want to make sure everybody's good and happy and healthy going into 2023. Darren, Daniel, how you doing, guys? Good to see you. Thanks for popping into the chat here. Not sure what you're all doing tonight, but I know I was celebrating a little bit of watching Team Canada beat Sweden tonight there in the last of the prelims. And, of course, my Maple Leafs won. And you know what? Somebody just popped into the basement, so let's bring him up. My good buddy, Kevin. How you doing, man?
Hey, what? Allison, I got a message from you. We're going live now, Kevin.
Yeah, man. You know what? Have to get on here and say Happy New Year's to everybody, right? Oh, your holiday. Good holidays?
Yeah, it was weird. Couldn't go anywhere because of the weather. Then when I got somewhere, whatever. But we survived. We're fine.
Cool.
Hello.
Hey.
I understand Christine's a little under the weather.
Oh, she's still sick. Yeah, and it's funny. She's going to Cuba in a week and a half. And I think you got to get better. They won't let you on the plane if you're like sick. So she's got that viral thing that you guys had. And should be fine, but yeah, I was there and I'm out of town, out of here. And then Kyla, my daughter, was supposed to do something with me tonight, but she's got a date, so yeah.
Oh, daughter's first date on New Year's?
I
that
don't.
first date, my first New Year's date.
You know what? I don't ask.
That's all right. Hey, have you
Come
got over the holidays?
alive.
Oh,
Hey, there's the
yeah.
drummer. That's the drummer.
Yes. You should see him go on those things, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's getting better. You like to play the drums? he's still shy and quiet. Oh, you want to go see Mama? You're done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to drop the link in the chat there. See if anybody else wants to pop in and say hello.
Yeah.
for-
This is like what's this? This is not organized. This is not planned. It's just like
20 minutes ago, I said, you know what? I'm going to go on online live and just do a little impromptu Happy New Year's thing because I haven't had a chance to really post anything over the holidays as far as Christmas and New Year's is concerned. So I figured I'd come on and just do it tonight. And of course, I always have to pass the invitation on to you, Kevin, because you're
because I'm
Kevin, and you're the
chained.
host.
It's like a chain. I'm linked to your leg. I swear to God, I was going to take a night off.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What are you doing tonight? Oh, this hat is. I'm
Actually,
with the hat.
it's so funny. Like, I'm doing nothing. I'm gonna watch. You know what? I'm gonna read. I got a new book for Christmas called the Cod. It's all about the cod history, and I'm reading that tonight. And I'm drinking this.
Well, what do you got? What do you got? Irish Mist.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm going to pour myself something here, and perhaps we should do a little toast. I'm going top shelf and you'll be proud of me, I think. I don't know. Is this any good?
I've never had that. What is that?
King of Queens blended Scotch whiskey.
I drank a lot of Scotch in my life. I've never had that.
Look, nice and clear. The new picture. I got my new camera finally.
Oh, thank God! If we had hear that again over and over again.
Oh, I know. Right?
A river. Oh my God, my life is hell.
Watch this feature. You ready for this one? Look.
Yeah.
See that zoom?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, King of Queens.
Watch this. This is mine.
Yeah, it's a blended Scotch whiskey. So I don't know. It was given to me by somebody who actually doesn't partake in beverage anymore. So
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'll gladly take that, right?
I swear to God, I know a lot of Scotch. Like I really do know a lot of Scotch. I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking for my glass. I can't find a glass. My Scotch glass is gone.
No,
I guess I have to just drink it straight out of the bottle.
No, you don't do that with Scotch.
No? Okay.
All right. So list 3 of the best things of 2022 and list 3 things you want to do in 2023. Go.
Okay. One of the best things that's happened to me, well, perhaps the best thing that happened to me in 2022 was the birth of my my most recent grandson, Flinster, who was born on September 5th, Labor Day. And not Labor Day, it's Labor Day, right? Labor Day weekend. Anyways. But so that's how can you top something like that? Another one was, I guess, going to St. Martin's about 2 months ago. A little vacation there, a wedding we went to.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I guess another good thing would be probably the start of season 4 here of Canoehound's Outdoor Adventure Show. I'm actually, contrary to what you're thinking, I'm actually quite happy that we are doing this season, and I've been having a lot of fun, and I got a lot of really.
I never thought it was a negative thing. I was wondered if you were getting burnt out and you would completely disappear. We wouldn't know where you were. And things like that, because it's not an easy thing what you do. But I never thought that you would just like, I'm gone. Like you'd be like that rock star that all of a sudden died but really didn't die. It's like Elvis. Like does Elvis, is Elvis still alive?
Oh, it's like Gord Downey. They're playing new Gord Downey music now.
Oh God!
Tragically hip, right? It's like
one of the greatest moments of my life is when I met Gord Downey, because he was a paddler, and I went to a meeting before I went to do some CBC stuff. And long story short, whatever, I went to meet this producer at Starbucks, and guy gets off the table from the producer, and it's Gordownie. And he walks by me, he goes, "Hey, Kevin," and he shakes my hand. I went, "Oh, hi."
Wow.
Because you're trying to be cool, right? Hi.
Yeah.
And then about an hour later, I'm at CBC. I'm in the green room, which you know about the green room, right? And there was oh god, there was there's a whole bunch of musicians. They're all Palers, and they're all there, and I'm there. Oh god, okay. There was Blue Rodeo. What's the really good looking guy from Blue Rodeo?
Oh, I don't know all the guys. I know Cuddy. Cuddy, is it Cuddy?
Yeah. So he's a big Paler. He was there, and actually, I knew him before that, but it was kind of cool. Grapes of Wrath.
Right.
They were all Palers. Northern Pikes, and Gordon Lightfoot. And I was like, holy, I'm in this room. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Where did that happen, Kevin? Where did you run into these guys? Like,
well, I do work at CBC Radio, so I just happened to be there in the room the day, and they knew me because the books I did, whatever. But it was kind of cool to be in the room, and they actually knew me, and I was like, I'm trying to say, "Hey, hi, how you doing, man? That's cool." But, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be cool, so yeah. All right. Well, all right. So what is your
2023 looking like?
Ball of 23?
Well, let's see here. I plan on getting out on a couple of winter camping trips. That's first and foremost. I'm going ice fishing in about 2 weeks up around what's that? Oh my goodness, I forget the name of the lake. Just sort of west of North Bay. What's out there? That's Mattawa area, but
a lot
across the calendar. But anyways, going ice fishing there with a bunch of buddies. Something that we try to take in every year. Okay. But me and a few guys were talking about woodland caribou or Wabakimi, one of the two. It's up in the air which of the two that we're actually going to be. Because I've never been, and they're both kind of on my radar, especially Wabakimi. So
that's a really good debate because I would say woodland caribou. Personally, I've done both more than once. Woodland caribou has more changing character every day, as opposed to Wabakimi is the same thing over and over and over again. However, woodland caribou really got burnt over 2 years ago, which is all the natural thing that's supposed to happen there. But yeah, and then I saw a video the other day, which you got to watch. Some Irish guy. It's called An Irishman in Wabakimi. So some guy from Ireland goes to Wabakimi, and it's so refreshing to watch someone that has never ever been to Canada, never been to Wabakimi, never been to Boreal Forest, never been to wilderness. He's a great paddler. In fact, I know him from being at the UK symposium, and watch his video, and it's so it was such a fantastic video to watch. So yeah, and I'm thinking, Wabakimi is pretty cool because like his perception was like wow, and we forget that wow because we live here, right? So
yeah. With Wabakimi though, the one thing that we got up in the air right now is a few of us want to fly in, and then two guys don't want to spend the money to fly in, so they either want to drive in or train in, right? And it's like, nah, man, you go up there, you gotta fly in, you gotta go, right? Do it. You're going that far. Like for us, it's like a 20-hour drive just to get there, right?
Yeah, like 5 years ago that was fine, but when the price of fuel went up, like Andy and I, in fact, Andy was over here yesterday, and we're thinking about because we turn 60 soon, right? So we're like, okay, we have to do an epic adventure like we did the my God, you think about it, 10 years ago we did the Venus Lake, right? So in fact, it was his wife who was here and said, okay, you guys need to do something more epic because it's now 10 years. I was like, oh my God. Okay, you can't have any portages. We're getting old. Well, I'm going to ask everybody else here. If you had to do something in Canada, or actually, no, it doesn't matter where. If you're going to turn 60 and you do the Venus Link when you turn 50, it can't have any portages because Andy, well, I'm getting old, but Andy's got to have a hip replacement soon. So portage is done for him. Where would you go?
You know where you should take him then? Hey, if you guys are going to do a trip like anywhere from like about a 4 to 7 day trip, is the trip that I did a few years ago, the Aubrey Falls, Rocky Island Lake, and the Wendigon River.
Yeah.
There was three portages. That was it. And it was like super easy. But super easy.
And we actually did look at that route, actually. We did actually, but it's gotta be epic. It's gotta be 3 weeks. So a 3-week route.
Somewhere really slow.
Yeah. The one thing we did look at, and you guys can help me with this. I thought it'd be really cool to do the Great Lakes of Algonquin, because if you did Chaos, Grand, Cedar, Obiango, so I got 4. I can't find the 5th lake of Algonquin that doesn't have a portage. It has to be the Grand Lake, the Great Lake of Algonquin with no portaging. I can't find the 5th. What's the 5th?
Cedar, maybe?
No. Chaos, Cedar, Grand, Obiango. Yes, we got Manitou and we got North T, but you got to portage into those lakes, even though it's a really short portage. But if you did a portage-free Great Lakes of Algonquin, oh my God, that's a great story. That's a great story. So what's the other one? I can't think of another one. Help me out.
Somebody help me out. Ask some of these people in the chat, because some of them are probably way more versed.
Yeah.
Is
Nate, was Nate there?
Pray for Nate's in the chat. Jay's Way, I thought I seen was in the chat there, and I know he's a big Algonquin guy. I'm just going back to the chat. Yeah, Jay's Way. I don't know if Jay's still in the chat or not, but yeah. Any of you guys in the chat there? Do you know of any Great Lakes?
It has to be portage free in Algonquin. So again, we got Chaos, we got Cedar, we got Grand. We have Obiango. Yes, we've got the Burnt Root. We've got Big Trout. All those others, but they have to be portaged into, right? So the Great Lakes, Hogan especially.
So you're looking for something that's access right onto the lake, eh?
Well, yeah, because we're getting old. We were together last night, right? Andy's getting older, and I'm getting older, and Andy's getting a hip replacement. I found out about it, and I was like, oh, shit, okay. So this whole portage free thing is kind of cool. We even looked at Athabasca Lake. We looked at Abitibi Lake. We looked at Lake Nipigon. But I'm thinking that'd be kind of cool to do the 5 Great Lakes of Algonquin. That'd be really cool. But I can't figure out the 5th lake of Algonquin that you can't, or you don't have to portage into.
There's a couple White Partridge. Let's see here. We're Lake Traverse. No.
Oh no, Traverse. Oh, Traverse is a good idea. Yeah. Oh, Galeri, I looked at. Yeah, I'm looking at. Yeah. Is Galeri a Great Lake of Algonquin though? I don't know. But I did look at that. White Portage or Partridge. This is good. You
can always change it to the 4 Great Lakes of Algonquin.
No, it's got to be 5 Great Lakes. It's the 5 Great Lakes of North America, right? So
yeah.
There's got to be a 5th. Yeah. Rock Lake, but Rock Lake, I looked at that too, and I think that's fantastic. In fact, I think that might be the answer. But is that a Great Lake of Algonquin? I don't know. Gull Lake, yeah, I would say Gull Lake more so than Rock Lake. Yeah.
Guess I got to start paddling Algonquin a little more frequent, because I'm not too versed in that the park. You know me, Mr. Crownland, right? So
Or not. It doesn't matter. I got this. This is the time of year we all are thinking this, right? It's like, hey, it's a new year. It's 2023 coming. What's up? Like, yes, we're gonna go winter camping. Yes, no winter, but we're all like smelling the spring, the May brook trout, the black flies, whatever. Like, oh, what are we gonna do? And Andy was here yesterday, and we all got excited. We're like, oh, we're having a whiskey, and we're like, oh, this is fantastic. And we got these ideas going all over the place. And probably in the day, I don't know what we're doing, but that's a cool idea to do the Great Five Great Lakes of Algonquin.
Mhm.
What else we got? Gull Lake.
It stops about there, right?
Yeah, well, King Scott Lake is not a great lake, but of Algonquin.
But what's going to constitute a Great Lake? It just has to be a large lake in Algonquin? Is that
Yeah,
what
big
you're-
lake, like Obiango. I don't know if you've done that. It's amazing. To paddle around Obiango, that's an amazing 5-day
I've
trip.
never done it. No.
To paddle around Chaos Lake, it would take four nights. That's amazing. To paddle around Cedar Lake, amazing. Grand Lake, a friggin' amazing trip, right?
Yeah.
No portaging whatsoever. Yeah, and what's the fifth?
I don't know.
I would say-
Anything around the Barron Canyon or?
Well, Grand Lake.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not to do with the canyon, whatever. But Grand Lake itself is an amazing lake to paddle. It would take a 3-night to circumnavigate. Man, that would make a good video. That would make a good article for Explorer, and also it might even make a book.
There you go. He's
Yeah.
thinking, people. The smoke's are rising. Okay,
Well-
Kevin. So let me ask you now. 3 best things you did in 2023, and what you have as well. You just kind of talked about one of the things you like to do in 2023, but what's your best in 2022? I see you put out your video for your highlight video.
That was fun. And I just watched what's that guy in Algonquin? I watched his thing today. I binge watched his stuff today. Jess.
Jess.
What's his name? I watched his whole thing on. He made he put your logo sticker on his double blade.
Oh, Jay. Yeah, Jay's way.
Yeah. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
I seen the little thing he did with the lips on your.
So I didn't know the lip thing. I actually watch his videos all the time. I love his videos. Yeah, no, I love his videos, but I didn't know. So I watched his overview for the year. I'm thinking, where did he get the blah 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 blah? I didn't watch that video, and I found it today. That was fun today. But well, best parts of last year. I wrote a good story 2 days ago about. Let's not talk about last year. Let's talk about next year. And it's good to be nostalgic about what you've done, as long as it promotes you to get out more.
Right.
But don't be nostalgic and just sit on the couch and say, "Well, this is what I did, and my life's over." Right. So, however, with that said, actually, it was Justine from Kako TV taught me that when we were on the Spey River a number of years ago. It was her birthday, so we celebrated her birthday in the morning. And I said, "What's the best thing you did over the years?" And she looked at me really serious, and fantastic person. She goes, "Why would I do that? Why would I think about the past when I can think about the future?" I went, "Oh, that's fantastic." So I always looked at that, and yeah, but good things about this past year. I loved that my buddies and I got out and we did a canoe trip in Algonquin, our annual trout trip, because we hadn't been out for 3 years because of COVID. So you can see the rejoice in all of us being out in Algonquin. And then taking my partner Christine on her first whitewater trip was hilarious.
Right.
That was amazing. We did the Saugeen River in southern Ontario, which I said is the easiest river in the world. Like, if anything went wrong, you just step out of the canoe. When we get there, it was a massive flood. Like,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, that was kind of cool. But also to do some stuff with my buddy Andy because he's really busy with his business, so it was really good to get out. And actually, to be quite honest, I was really busy with my students this year. I had 3 times the amount of students because of COVID, because they didn't have a credit. They had to get another credit. So instead of 20 students, I had 90 students. And even though that was absolutely insane, and actually was good in the bank because I that pays my bills. I get triple the amount of classes, but they were pretty solid people. I love that. It was busy though, but for this year, yeah, I'm going to be 60 soon. So Andy and I talked last night, and had whiskey with his wife, and she actually said, "You need to do something because 10 years ago you did the meanest link, this epic journey. You need to do something epic as well." And I go, "But it needs to be as messed up as how we did the meanest link."
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll think of something.
That's awesome. Yeah, everybody's got the same idea. Eh? Like, what's everybody doing for 2023? And hopefully, everybody has plans or is planning on doing something for the new year. Starting with winter. Like, hey, when are you getting out on your first winter trip? You got anything planned?
Well, I was supposed to go actually tomorrow because Christine's sick. My daughter's busy with whatever her life, and I thought, well, I'm heading out, but the weather is crap. I feel bad for the people at Mew Lake because they're in a meltdown right now.
Yeah,
my place. So if you look at on Christmas Eve, I couldn't leave where I lived here. I had no power. So Christmas Eve, I sat here and read a book with a friggin' candle going. I was supposed to have a big to do for Christmas Eve. And my laneway, like, you know where I live, but it's on a hill.
Yeah.
It was an absolute nightmare. Thank goodness neighbors helped me, and we got my new snowblower didn't work, and I needed to get the neighbor with the plow and his ATV. And anyway, we dealt with that. To go from that to today, where it's absolute melt. I wouldn't want to be in the bush right now.
No, yeah, everything's like so sloppy and melting fast.
No. And I'm old enough and smart enough to know, like, I was supposed to be out, and I'm thinking, why would I be? I'm not doing that right now. So
yeah, that makes me wonder if, like I say, the weekend of the 19th is when I'm going up ice fishing, and I'm just wondering if there's even going to be any snow, because I know Calendar Bay and Lake Nipissing up around North Bay, wide open water last week. I had friends that went up there for a funeral, and
wow, open water on Nipissing.
Yeah, right. So, and I'm still trying to think of the name of the lake there. I'm just looking through the text that my buddy sent me here. Not Lake Nosbosny.
Oh yeah.
So that's where we're headed, and that's like right across, basically, not far from Calendar Bay. And if Calendar Bay was, mind you, that's bigger water than Nosbosny. Right?
Well, I wouldn't trust the lake right now. Like Chemong Lake is right across from me, and every year someone goes across this time of year and makes a mistake, but they haven't done that this year. Nope, nobody has done that. Mind you, that lake that you're going to, that's good walleye fishing.
Yeah, that's why we're going there. My buddies went there last year, and they said it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And, we're not doing the bungalow thing. We're doing a cottage, and then or a cabin, and then I guess the ice huts are just not far off offshore. And we'll see. I may just stay onshore and do this. Why not, right? Why not? Yeah. So I got a few very interesting shows set up for 2023 already. I don't know if I should let the cat out of the bag on it.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. Well, I know we're starting off. I have Paul Collins from the podcast Hammock Hangers podcast. So it's going to be a show basically on hammocks. That's this coming Tuesday. The week after, I have one of the fellas that, did you watch any of the series there of the British guys that come over to Algonquin Park? Eze Adventures, Paul Outdoors, and what was the other one? Adventures Made. But I tried to get them all on before Christmas, and things just didn't work out. But I'm going to have Eze is going to be on. He's going to be on
I really like that guy's show. Yeah, that's a good show. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got nice, clean videos, and I enjoy his stuff. A little bit of that European flavor, right? Which is really nice.
Yeah.
And I got two biggies that are March, April that are already booked, and I don't really want to let the cat out of the bag on them.
You did last week.
I know.
You're getting so Survivor Man's coming on again.
Yeah. Les is going to come back on again,
yeah.
and then there's one more, but I guess
I'm guessing it's Adam Schultz.
You got her. Yeah.
You didn't have to say that.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It gives people something to look forward to, right? So yeah, that's a couple of great things. I tried to get Adam on before the new year to talk about his big expedition that he just did here this past summer, but apparently he's busy doing something right now, and you as a writer can appreciate that. So
I know exactly what he's doing. Actually, I
don't want to say too much because that's not my gig, right? But yeah, so
I know exactly what he's doing right now, and it's gonna be fantastic what he's doing right now. He's the Farley Mode of our times.
He's caught a lot of flack over by some people, but you know what? The guy is a true adventurer, and I'm happy to say, you know what? I have a new book to read by Adam, which is the Canadian history and the history in 10 or
you haven't read that book yet?
Well, you know what? I've owned the book for 6 months. I loaned it to a friend of ours who's a bit of a history buff, and I wanted to introduce her to Adam's writing. And she's had it. I never got it back until yesterday, wrapped as a gift.
Oh my god, that's funny.
So now I have to read that book. I guess
when my buddy was here, Andy was here yesterday. You would love this, right? So that's what I got him for Christmas. Well, I got him a good bottle of scotch, but I also got him the map book, Adam Schultz map book. And he looked at me, and my daughter the day before she was here, and I went, I'm not re-gifting. I actually bought you the brand new copy of it. So I had to get my old copy that had mosquito stains and everything else on it. I go, this is my copy. I'm not re-gifting, but you need to read this book. I've actually read the map book of all his books. That's my favorite, even though I think this is worst seller, but it's my favorite. I've read the thing 3 times in 1 year. This year I've read the thing 3 times. So I said to Andy, and Andy and I collect a lot of like I can go around upstairs. My whole house is full of books, right? And Andy collects books too. And I went, you need to read this book. So we did talk about the controversy about Adam Schultz. He didn't know anything about the controversy you're talking about. And you know what? I don't give a damn. I don't really know him. He's very eccentric. He's very out there, but of course you're going to be. If you travel from Lake Erie to wherever he did this year, and then someone made a comment, well, he's not going to talk about his new book until his book is out. Well, that's good marketing. He again is the Farley Mowat of our century. So Farley Mowat was very controversial. And I'm not saying Farley Mowat was a good person or a bad person, but I love reading Farley Mowat. So I like reading Adam Schultz. So
my book collection is really starting to grow now. It's nowhere near what yours is, but for a person who doesn't really.
Sorry, Dennis. You read a magazine. It takes you a year to read a magazine article.
Yeah. I don't read a lot. You know what? My problem is I got ADD. It's like I could start reading, and before you know, it's like squirrel, right? It's like
I have ADD and I read all the time.
No, you know what? I have been picking up a lot more. I got new glasses now, right? So the new glasses really help. I can actually see the letters now.
All right, and, a good carpenter doesn't complain about their tools. So if all of a sudden you start reading because you got good glasses, so here's a question: what's my favorite scotch? I should have that tonight. I haven't really had anything today.
That was Kevin, right?
I did a lot of chores today. I shouldn't do that, but Belvini 12-year wood. That's one of my favorite. In fact, I think I'll have that. I'm not going to last to midnight, but Oh no, it's 11 o'clock. I will last midnight.
I got to have one more look to see if my drink glass is down here because man, I really wanted to do a shot of scotch with you, buddy.
I'll show you the scotch I got. Let me take you for a tour,
Kevin. You show everybody. You take the tour. I'm gonna run up and get a glass so I can do a toast.
All right. So everybody, this is what I got for Christmas. Here we are. I'm in the kitchen now. We're at the bar. I got this. Actually, that's pretty good. It's cheap. It's good. That's really good. I got 2 bottles of that for Christmas from people that I know. For the money, that's pretty awesome. What else we got? Actually, for the money too, that's pretty good too. But yeah, we got into that last night with my buddy Andy. All right. Oh, this. My partner Christine's parents got me that. Like, I don't think they realize how good that whiskey is. But that's good Irish whiskey, and that's expensive too. I would never buy that. All right.
You'll have to save that one for when we get together, I guess, then, eh?
Oh no, I got that. And then that's awesome. And wait a minute, it's still going. It's still going. Oh, shoot, where's the? Oh, well, I got that. Everybody finds that fun. Yeah, actually, it's good whiskey, but everybody seems to get me that because they find that funny. And I find it funny.
Writer's tears, yeah.
I really find that funny too. It's actually good whiskey. All right. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Someone give me this. All right. Wait a minute. Still going.
Oh, look what I just found in the basement.
Oh my God,
buddy, how you doing? Joining on the impromptu live stream here. Hey, how you doing, Nate?
That's my favorite whiskey. To answer the question,
Bellavine?
Yeah, I love it. All right. Oh.
Remember that for your next year's birthday when you turn 60, right?
Oh God.
There you go. But yeah, there you go. I had to run upstairs. I found the glass, so now I got a shot so we could do a little toast to the New Year's. You gonna join us there, Nate?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
I am drinking a fine German lager out of a tree stump. My sister got for me that someone in Gravenhurst made this, a potter in Gravenhurst 3, 4, 5 years back.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a very awesome beer stein.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a keeper. Well, you know what? I was only supposed to be on for a few minutes, but I want to just wish everybody a very happy New Year's.
Right.
Kevin, Nate, everybody in the chat, I hope everybody has a very safe, healthy, and happy and prosperous 2023. 2023 already. Remember when they were saying 2020 or 2000? Y2K.
Well, thank goodness for Facebook to remind us of what we did every year.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Yeah. But according to Facebook, I had a good year this year or last year. So great.
Yep. Y2K. That was almost 25 years ago, dude.
Oh, God.
Hey? Anyways.
Once again, Dennis, though, remember what Justine from Cackle TV taught me? Don't think of the past. Remember the past. Learn from the past. Move on to the future because of the past. But don't live from the past. Live for the future.
Yes. Very nice.
Here's to that.
Wise words.
Right.
Yeah. So were you guys open today, Nate?
Yeah, till 4 p.m. and we had people in there until about 4:15 or so. You know, everybody wants to be in this area right now because they saw the snow and then they got here and it rained. And
I was gonna say, what do you guys have now? Is it all disappearing fast?
Yeah, it's disappearing real fast, unfortunately.
It's crazy.
It's only supposed to be warmer throughout the week too, eh? We're supposed to hit like 4 down here in Niagara. We're supposed to hit like 14 one day.
Yeah.
Well, we've got really warm until Tuesday. If we get past Tuesday and we still have a good base, then we'll be okay. But it was really heartbreaking because like the snowfall we got between the 23rd and the 26th was absolutely epic. And then all of a sudden on the 27th it just started to warm up, and then it started raining. So
Yeah.
Wow, man, crazy. We went under deep freeze, huge storm, and now it's all disappearing. I went out to my day camp a few days ago. It was my first time. I'd been out there in months. Went to see if the place is still standing. Thank goodness it was. But I wanted to sort of scope around so I could find a spot to put my hot tent, right? Go out there for a weekend or something. But now it's going to be a huge swamp out there again because that's just the kind of area it is. So not looking forward
Crazy.
to that.
Hey, and so what's your favorite YouTube binge from 2022 to watch? Nate, go.
Oh, okay.
Oi, that's a tough one. There's been a couple of Jonathan's trips that I've watched sort of all the way through. There's definitely been like Jim's bonnet plume trip. I watched all the way through for sure.
Yeah.
And then there was one of Max's trips, which I think was conjoined with one of the Jonathan's trips that I watched all the way through as well for sure. Yeah. And I like the way those two work together because you can kind of see how much Xander has learned from Jonathan and how those two sort of work together. The chemistry is good. The pedigree is good as far as like backcountry, savviness, we'll call it. And it's good watching. And then Jim's bonnet plume trip to just be like, plumped in the middle of nowhere for that kind of stuff, and then be going off and doing I'm gonna go search for gold like a little leprechaun today, and
and actually find some too, eh?
I'm just gonna bring this. I found a chunk of gold, and I'm just gonna bring it home to my wife, and then carry on to the next whitewater section of this insane river. Like just okay, I can watch that, right?
Yeah, I know. I watch these guys like him do this stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, my gosh, he's doing that all by himself. Eh? He's an adventurer. He's an adventurer, that's for sure. It's in his name, right? So
yeah,
by all means. How about you, Kevin?
Well, Dennis, what was yours?
Me? You know what? I like trying to watch stuff that's a little bit different. Like, I have all my favorites. Like, all the regulars that it seems like our genre kind of watches. The Barrett stuff and Canoe the North and the whole bunch of them. But I really got into watching who's going to be on the show in a couple weeks. I've been watching a lot of his adventures over there into Scotland and all that stuff, right?
Really
something
good.
a little bit, something a little bit different. I like the fact that he does a lot of stuff with his kids because it brings that whole family aspect in. But their series between the three guys that actually shot video when they come down and did Algonquin for 10 days, I thought that was fantastic, to watch each one of their perspectives. I've said it a million times on the show that I really enjoy watching collaborative videos where 2 or 3 or 4 people are actually shooting the same event and to see everybody's perspective of it. You know what I mean? And I really enjoy watching that stuff. So that's I really enjoyed watching their series on that. I'm all caught up on it. And and of course, every single Kevin Callan video that comes out, I have to
yeah. Well, that's not true. Mine's all sporadic. I get that. Like, we love Kevin, but where the hell is he going now?
Yeah, your stuff is fun, Kevin. I enjoy it. It's fun.
I'm good with what I do. Like, I'm not knocking what I do. I'm just saying, no, I'm not top of it at all. What's the guy? Bloke in the Woods.
Yeah.
what is it about him? I find it really relaxing watching him.
Yeah. Simon, a bloke in the woods.
Yeah.
There's some guys I would really love to get more European content on the show too, just to open up more viewership from the European perspective, but also to introduce more people into some of the adventures, because a lot of them guys over there has some stellar YouTube channels that have really, really good content. And it's not about all the same stuff that we see here in Ontario all the time, right?
Yeah.
On the same note, I like the broad note across Canada and like across North America. There's a lot of content that's out there that for some reason just doesn't come across my suggested video box because it's not in that algorithm, right? So
no, I do found. I'll ask everybody here. I know you're closing up. Whatever is like 2022 was fantastic. 2023, I think we're going to see a change in social media and YouTube and everything else. I have a feeling YouTube is going to not dive bomb, but I think it's going to start going down. I watch YouTube all the time. That's all my entertainment. But I think things are going to change. I think things are going to change because you're seeing a lot of fast reels and TikTok going on now, and I don't see a lot of YouTube solid things going on more than the fast, quick. So I think things are going to change. Not that is bad. I think change is always good. Actually, I change my underwear. I think that's really good. But I think things are going to change in the next year or two, and we'll see. We'll see. The good thing about it, if you look at the year and progression of the years, is more and more people are going out there. More and more people are reconnecting with wilderness. And yes, we're having the whole nightmare stuff. Like Nate probably deals way more than I do at a shop about people going out there and then people getting in danger and conflict analysis. I mean, heck, I put a post up yesterday about the whole single. Should you take an extra paddle? Oh my God, like 120 comments in an hour. Like, holy son of a, like, I wrote that piece. I'll tell you right now, I got paid $82 for that piece, right? And it got more attention today. Then I started doing a search today, and I found a website that tells you what celebrities make. Supposedly, I make $3.6 million. There's a website that says my income is I'll tell you right now, my income last year, if you look at 2022, my income was $33,000. So if you're thinking I'm making that much money, well, there's a website that shows you, and where I make the money, it's from Instagram, YouTube monetization. I went, what the hell? And I sent it to Christine, and poor her, she's really sick too.
I'd love to know how rich I'm supposed to be.
Oh my God! Where did this exist? I should have shared it, but I didn't really trust the link where it's coming from because it's spam, whatever. But it's like $3.6 million I'm making, and it showed all the videos I did and which ones are better and whatever. And I'm thinking, what the hell is this? And I'm telling you right now, I'm happy that I didn't make that money, to be quite honest, because I'd be a totally different person. But I'd be buying Twitter or something. But honest to God,
want the headaches that goes with that, man.
Oh, and you get this whole conflict going on social media. But guys, just get out there and go. Like, whether I make 3.6 million or I make 32,000, I don't know. All I can say is I get out more than a lot of other people. So, except for Nate.
As long as you carry an extra paddle.
Oh my God. Yeah. Nate, you know me. I like I'm a writer. I poke the bear. Like, I poke the bear. Like, I wake up in the morning and went,
some call you a shit disturber, Kevin. Yeah.
I wouldn't call myself a shit disturber, actually. I know what a shit disturber is. I wouldn't say that. I would say poke the bear. Yeah.
I want to poke the whiskey jar. I want to stir the whiskey jar just for a sec. But in in your comment, you did state that you thought it was a matter of law.
Yeah, I did though. I actually did.
What the fuck? I didn't even finish yet. Okay. Sorry, Dennis.
I don't give a shit. This is impromptu, man.
You said it was a matter of law that all vessels needed to have a PFD, a working baler, 50 feet of buoyant heaving line, and a flashlight.
Oh, that's not true either?
No.
No, I had a cop come up to me when I was in a canoe and ask me for the flashlight.
Nope. So you need to have a working waterproof floating flashlight if you intend to be out before dawn or after dusk.
Okay, well then the cop I met was an asshole then because he came up to our canoe group, the Peterborough Canoe Club, and it was like noon, and Murray Patterson, that had to be 86 years old at the time, he confronted him and said, I call bullshit. Yep. And no, he said, you need to have it on you at all times. So if you do flip over, you can signal.
No.
Really?
Yeah. So you need to have a signaling device like a whistle.
Yeah.
But you do not need to have a flashlight unless you intend to be out before dawn or after dusk. Between the hours of dawn and dusk, legally, I'm not saying it's not a good idea, just like the extra paddle thing, right?
Yeah.
Legally, you do not need to have a waterproof flashlight between dawn and dusk.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I do. Well, it was a few years back, but I do remember the OPP guy coming up and approaching us, and the older guy, sorry, Murray, rest in peace. He's dead now, but he's a very confrontational person, and he had nothing. He's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. So think about it this way: the next time you see a rental canoe loaded up, paddle past you, think about what they will likely mostly have on them, supplied by the outfitter.
Well, they won't have a flashlight because you wouldn't think of that.
Half a bleach bottle, I know that.
Well, you have to pee in something.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying having a waterproof headlamp or flashlight on you and a spare paddle, is the good idea, and it is the good idea. But I'm just saying, within the constraints of the law, as far as requirements go, in a self-powered vessel, it is not legally required to have a waterproof light with you between the hours of dusk. Now, on a motorized vessel, that's a totally different story. So,
so motorized, like a motor, do you need a flashlight?
Yes, you do.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, that's part of it.
You see, my mistake was I wrote that article by Googling. Yeah,
you know, sounds like another topic for another show. I think
maybe
here's another topic that we should talk about from another show that kind of pissed me off yesterday, to be quite honest.
Well, no, I think all you need to do is just add the other O to your Google search, Kevin. It'll be much different.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
He goggled it.
Oh my God, that's true. No, but here's one thing, and I'll leave this with you. And I think this is a great thing for going into the new year that we really should look at. I'm not an old cranky man. Like I'm very open-minded, and I'm in my mind I'm younger than I am in body. But if I watch one more YouTube video or read one more article from some canoeists, and again, don't knock me, but are younger, and they don't reference where they get the material from, I'm going to lose it. If I write a book and I don't reference where I got my information from, I would go to jail or get a huge fine, probably get a huge fine instead of go to jail. But it's illegal to write something or say something and not reference it. We all went to college or university. We all reference it. If I hear one more person saying that they know all because they're like in their 20s and don't reference where they got that from, I call them bullshit.
Yep.
Sorry.
You know what? You know what, Kevin? Kevin, that's a great idea for a show, actually, and it's probably a good idea just in general for a lot of outdoors enthusiasts, because we are confronted with so many. You should do this. You shouldn't do that. Part of my job is make sure that I reference back to either the Ontario government website guidelines, Coast Guard Canada, or Transport Canada guidelines, and that's where I get my information from, because that's exactly what the people that would be asking you would be talking about when they're referring to writing you a ticket or not writing you a ticket or asking you for information. So, but I think that's a great idea as far as what people should be looking for when they reference, when they start looking for things to back up what they're saying or not saying on social media. And Dennis has his hat on, which means that's
we're
I
fantastic.
got a house full of family upstairs that I got to get back to here.
Pardon me while I pour my beer all over this conversation, and but yeah, Kevin, going forward, that's a great idea, because we are all confronted with, like you said, 92 rules of canoe tripping, or 91 rules of canoe tripping, and probably about 4 of them are actually laws and regulations, and we should all be able to sort of go back to a source for those when people ask us about what is actually required, versus the philosophy and the sound advice of what is the best practice for avid users in the outdoors.
Yeah. I mean, it all comes back to the thing is, I thought it was by law you needed an extra paddle. It's not. I was wrong. But if you don't have an extra paddle, I don't get it. And the people that defied that, you paddle your canoe as long as I don't have to save you.
All right. Here's the question for you, Kevin. And
1 minute.
we all know here in the chat. Oh, sorry, Dennis. Are we?
No, let's go ahead. 1 minute. We got time.
Okay.
Go.
Here in the chat, we all know that the sign says 100 kilometers per hour on the highway, right? Kevin, when was the last time you did 100 kilometers per hour on the highway?
Here's the scary thing is I'm such a nerd. I'm such a nerd. I do everything right. So here's the thing is I do the whole thing. No. Here's the greatest moment is so I teach law enforcement to the students at risk guys, right? So I had to teach the Species Act, whatever and stuff. So how I introduced that lecture, I said, okay, it's 4 a.m. And Nate, you'll love this because you live in Huntsville, right? It's 4 a.m. and nobody's around. There's no cameras. It's a red light. Who would drive through? And sure enough, a student will put their hand up. Well, I would. What? Are you above the law, man? I didn't say that, Kevin. What? Well, no, you just said that.
No.
The law stated that you're not allowed to do that because it's endangering other people. And the ultimate answer all the time is, but nobody will know that I did it.
Well, so that's a little different than uncommon practice versus common practice. Everyone speeds on the highway, even though the set speed limit is 100 kilometers an hour. So the philosophical issue we have here is that people that are telling other people what the best practice is and not necessarily law are also philosophically the same people that aren't following the letter of the law in other aspects of our safe society. And that's what we all need to keep in mind when we talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Even though it might be safe in my mind to do 120 kilometers down the highway when the speed limit is 100 kilometers an hour, then that literally should negate me from telling someone that I need them to carry an extra paddle because that is the best practice.
Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm always going to carry an extra
Right
paddle
there.
because I've been in the bush. I have bush savvy. I know that actually things go wrong.
And Kevin, I'm not arguing with you. Like, I carry an extra paddle, but I'm also the same guy that does 130 when I can on the highway. So,
Well, it's the same thing as on Dennis's show. I knock everybody about doing the double blade. I really don't care about them doing the double blade. Like really, I do it to maybe make a point, but also maybe push the or poke the bear.
What's funny is I was sitting in my office the other day and I was gifted a box of a whole bunch of really cool topo maps and old canoe trip reports by an elder in this community that has done that stuff in northern communities and stuff. And it was really cool looking through these folders.
Yeah.
And it also had a whole bunch of clippings from old canoe magazines. And Martin had in my office while I was looking through these old ads and these canoe magazine clippings with him from like the early 90s. And this one down in the corner was be more expedient, use a double blade. And it was from the 90s. It was an advertisement for a double bladed paddle for your canoe for $39.95 to be shipped out from Seattle, Washington.
It's true. It's true. Like Eddie last night, him and I were gone into the Hughes conversation about that, about how things have progressed and not progressed. But I remember being at the Peterborough Canoe Club years ago, where kayaks just become the big thing, and you weren't allowed to be part of the canoe club in Peterborough if you were a kayaker. And I remember standing up at the meeting and went, "You guys are idiots! Like what?" These are the same people you've known them for years, and all of a sudden they decided they wanted. And of course, so again, I'll poke the bear and I'll make people question and I'll have fun on Dennis's show and make fun of double blades. They got nothing wrong with double blades at all. I'm not the person that's going to say you can't be part of our club if you're a kayaker. I'll never be that person, right? But it's a lot of fun. Because I'm Irish and Scottish. That's all I got to say.
Dennis, I'm sorry I hopped on here.
We need to wrap this up. Like I said, I got a host full of people up there that I got to get up to.
Oh no, I got a couple more things to talk about, Dennis.
Yeah, just
you know what, Kevin? Get your ass down here. Jump in the car. I'll meet you here.
Leave Kevin and I in the green room, and we'll somehow reach through the screen by midnight.
Yeah,
I can do that. I can do that. I'll tell you what. I'll meet you guys in the green room in about 1 minute. How's that? Thanks for popping on, guys. I wish you both a very happy New Year. You know what? To everybody in the chat tonight, have yourselves a fantastic evening. We're under a half an hour away from 2023. If you are out and about, please do not drink and drive. I want to see you all in the chat on Tuesday and going forward. So everybody be safe. And I wish everybody a very happy 2023 and keep the adventures alive. Gents.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody.
On, Jeff.
See you in the basement, fellas.
Stop being so serious.
Hey, everybody. Like I said, have a happy 2023, and we will see you in the new year. Bye for now. Oh, hit the end broadcast.